Lamb roast is an Aussie family favourite, but depending on the cut you choose, it can become an expensive dinner. So, Chef Jonathan Barthelmess from Manly Pavilion is going to show us a cheaper alternative. Hello there, Jonathan.
Hello, how are you?
Well, good. What are you doing for us today?
I'm going to make the lamb shoulder, and it's just one you can put in the oven, leave alone, go out, get your hair done and come home.
What if you don't have to get your hair done? Can you do something else?
Yeah, you can go play tennis or whatever you feel like doing.
We're going to save money on the lamb, but we're going to spend $200 at the hairdresser, but that's okay. All right, so what do we do?
So basically you just put whatever flavourings you like inside and you cook it for a long time. I'm putting lemon, olives, garlic.
Okay, can we see? Look at these. You've got about
Whole
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got about 10 whole cloves of garlic there.
Yeah.
And you're not
Yum.
prickling it, you're not digging it into the meat.
No, I'm just putting it all in there, and I'm going to wrap it up. The important thing is to wrap it up so it steams, and all those flavours are going to go inside the garlic.
Wow. That's a bit easy.
You just got to wrap it so that no liquid can come out when it's cooking.
Right, that's just
Another
baking
piece
paper.
on top, just baking paper. Yeah. Put another piece on top, just to seal it all in there.
Yeah.
And tell us about the cut of lamb that you've used.
We're using the shoulder, so it's a secondary cut of meat. It's great for winter time because it's a long cook.
Okay.
Are there any other sort of cuts of meat? So if we're looking to save a few bucks.
All the secondary cuts, like
right?
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shoulder, leg, chicken wings, mince, all those types of things.
Chicken wings in there?
Chicken wings the same way as this.
But obviously not as long. Right?
Not as long. So chicken wings you're going to cook for maybe 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. If we're not an expert at tying things up, if we didn't go to Rodeo School in Tamworth...
I think I'm not an expert.
You just keep doing it, right?
Just keep
you can't overdo this. That's the best way.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay. So,
and then just tie it up.
Looks good. Like, looks sort of easy to do.
It is very easy, like something you can do at home very easily.
Now, do we need to marinate that before putting it in the oven, or it'll just marinate in the oven?
You can do this the day before and just marinate it like this, and then the next day you just pull it out of the oven.
Is that better if it has a day to soak up those juices?
Yeah, it is better. It's always better to marinate, especially the tougher cuts of meat.
Right.
So how long are we going to put that in the oven for?
That goes in 120 for 6 hours.
6 hours?
Fabulous. That's what... Remember, you're off at the hairdresser, Larry.
Yeah.
Having done whatever you have done for 6 hours.
And you're off with the tennis coach.
You don't have to do anything. You can just, like...
6 hours?
So this is one that you did for 6 hours? This one we're about to see?
Yeah.
Thankfully, you did this earlier.
Yeah.
Like a week ago.
Look at that.
So...
Now, the thing about this is a shoulder of lamb will cost me about how much a kilo?
Well, for the whole shoulder, it's going to be under $20. And you can get... Because it's such a rich piece of meat, you can feed a family of 6.
All right, what are we doing here now?
I'm just making a little salad to go with it. So I've just got some grains, some pine nuts, pomegranate.
So that's a salad?
Yeah, that's the salad to go with it.
Pine nuts, pomegranate, and what were the seeds?
A little bit Mediterranean. Some farro.
Okay.
And that, just put that on the plate.
Yeah.
And then we just cut some of the shoulder off. You can pull it apart. Like, it's very
It should be real tender after 6 hours, wouldn't it?
Look at oh my goodness, that smells divine. And this is healthy, right? This is good for you.
Yeah, there's not much oil.
Oh, and you're going to serve that as a big chunk, not as slices.
I just take it off like that and put it on the plate.
Gee, that's a good-looking meal.
That's nice. See, I would have tried to cut that into slices, but that's much nicer like that, big
You
chunk.
can just pull it off. And that's because you've cooked it for so long. And then I put some yogurt.
Beautiful. That looks so great. What, could you do drumsticks using this method?
Yep, drumsticks.
How long would they take, roughly?
A couple of hours, about 2 hours.
About 2 hours again?
But it depends. I want them to fall apart, so, yeah, 2 hours is going to get
So sort of is that the rule, that, like, the longer it's in, then the easier it will fall apart?
Yeah, the more tender it will be. If you're using secondary cuts of meat, the cheaper cuts, generally it's a muscle that's worked more, and you want to cook it more to break it down, and then... Yeah, it becomes better than the primary cuts.
I have a friend that cooks like this, and I've seen her actually put big chunks of vegetables in there at the same time. Couldn't you do that?
Yeah, that's the best, because all the juice goes in.
Yeah.
But do your veggies cook at the same time?
Yeah, they'll be cooked.
Do your veggies overcook if they're in there for 6 hours?
Probably. But if you choose things like parsnips or root vegetables, something a bit stronger, then it's going to hold up.
Right, and big chunks, right?
And bigger pieces. If you cut it small, it'll break down. If you leave it bigger, you'll get away with it.
Okay.
I find it hard to believe that parsnips still taste nice after 6 hours.
They do. Jonathan, thank you. That's fabulous. Especially with winter coming up.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Good stuff. Thank you, mate. Now, if you'd like to give Jonathan's slow-cooked lamb shoulder recipe a try, it looks great. It smells terrific. Just ahead, head to our website. Just use your fingers like you usually do.
Thank you.
You'll also find the recipe for the farro salad.
Yeah, the farro salad.
Farro salad.
All right.
Looks great.
Beautiful.
Better than the KFC Double Down Burger yesterday?
Almost. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, mate.
No, it's beautiful.
Good stuff. Coming up soon for you, Nestle's plan to bring back the Milky Bar Kid with a 21st century twist.
Now, first, let's check in with Berjo.